Hello, I'm Amanda Hawking, and I'm here to talk about my surprise book release for Bestow the Darkness. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about the book, what it is, why I'm releasing it this way, and where you can get it. So to start off, Bestow the Darkness is my first book for adults that I've written, and it is a super dark, sexy gothic romance set in 1890s Michigan. I wrote this book last year in the middle of the pandemic, and I also wrote it when through losing two of my cats, and it was a huge coping mechanism for me. I think I was very angry about a lot of things and really frustrated about the state of the world, and so this book was my catharsis of working through a lot of dark, angry things. So is it a dark, angry book? Kind of. I still think it's in line with a lot of my other books, but it is darker. And so when I say it's my first book written for adults, it has a lot of similar themes to my other young adult books. And if you like my young adult books, yeah, I think you'll probably like this one. But with my young adult books, the biggest difference between these two and this one is I try to keep them a bit more PG-13. Like the goal that I have in my head is that, can this air on CW? And if it can't, then it's not for the book. I mean, I occasionally drop F-bombs, but which is a little harsher than CW, but you can get away with one or two per PG-13 movie. So the language in my books, the language in Bestow the Darkness is actually probably a little lighter. There's like not a lot of swearing, but it is still a darker book, and it's definitely more R-rated than my other books in terms of both the sexy scenes and the horror and some of the overall themes. I also wanted the characters to be older. As of right now, Bestow the Darkness is available on Kindle, and it's available for every other e-reader that you can get through Smashwords. Eventually, like within the next couple weeks, I think probably within the next week actually, it will be up on Apple Bookstore, the Barnes and Noble, and basically like every other e-reader thing. It's distributed through Smashwords that way, and it just takes a little bit of time for it to come out. The paperback book will not be available until July for contractual reasons with my last publisher. I can't release in paperback until July, so the paperback version will be a little bit more delayed. I do think I'll have an audio version before that. I don't really know for sure how long audio is. I'm going to do an audiobook for sure. I'm looking into different options for that right now. So, as many of you know, I got my start self-publishing in 2010 with the My Blood Approved series, and then I originally self-published Switch, Torn, and Ascend, and The Hollows. Also Virtue, which isn't in paperback right now. So since then I signed with the publisher. I've been with the publisher for a long time, but this year I'm going back to self-publishing. I did self-publish Swear 5 years ago, but outside of that I've basically been with the publisher, and so I've been like nervous. I don't know, I was just worried about like how people would respond. I've got like this dark book, and it's self-published, and it's just, I don't know, I've just been like really like in my head about it, and so I just really wanted to get this one out, and I didn't do a big release. Like my next book that I have coming out, I'm hoping to have come out later on this summer, and I'm going to do a more traditional release where there'll be a build up. I'll do a cover reveal before it's released. I'll have pre-orders and all that kind of stuff. But with this, I just really wanted to get back into it. I wanted it out. I don't know explain. I just wanted it out. I wanted you to read it. I wanted it in your hands, and so that's why I kind of did it this way. And so basically, as soon as it was ready for publication, I published it. I mean, I did multiple drafts, multiple edits, you know, that kind of thing. So it wasn't like I just finished. I actually finished the first draft back in January. So it still took me another 5 months to get it ready from the first draft to ready to be published. But it was just ready, so that's it. The cover is by Regina Wamba, who does like fantastic work, and it really is just like such a fabulous cover. I really love it. I love this book. I do. It's very dark. The main character is a girl named Emiliath, and she has grown up in a kind of very isolated religious sect in northern Michigan, and she is starting to question some of the things about her life when she meets this really handsome stranger, obviously a very handsome stranger, named Trent, and he kind of helps her in different ways. And so yeah, I would say this book is more romantic and steamier than my most recent books. I would also say that it is darker and there's definitely gothic horror to it. It's kind of it can be a little slow burn and moody and brooding, and I really love gothic. So initially last year, what I was going to do was write a contemporary trilogy, and I had started that before the pandemic hit, and then the pandemic hit, and I'm just like, I can't write contemporary. Like, I just can't. Like, how do I write anything? I don't know. So I just like kind of like scrapped that and jumped into a couple different things. One of the things you'll see later on this summer, this one was just something that I had no intentions to write. Like, I got an idea for it and I started writing it the next day, which is something that I haven't done in a while. I mean, that is one of the good things about self-publishing, because I don't have things in contract. I can kind of follow where my mood and my heart is whenever I want to, kind of thing. And so this was where my heart was. I was reading a lot of gothic and Victorian romances and fiction. It's basically all I read in the fall. Like, I read, like, you know, the Bronte sisters, Mary Shelley, and then I read Paradise Lost. I read some epic poems that were interesting. So there's a lot of stuff in there. And then for more contemporary books, Mexican Gothic, that's really good, and you should definitely check that one out. And then I read The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein, or yeah, that's her name. The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein by Kirsten White, which is a retelling of Frankenstein from Elizabeth's point of view, because Elizabeth is Victor Frankenstein's friend's thing. Yeah, anyway. That was really good, and I read that before years ago, but I just wanted to write something dark and sexy and gory, and so I did. I will be releasing more stuff in the future, teaser quotes and dreamcasts, and I will eventually do some giveaways and stuff. Like, I'm probably going to wait to do most of the giveaways until paperbacks are available, so until July I have like some big giveaway ideas for that. But for now, I just hope that you guys check it out. It is only $2.99, and it is a big book. It's over 100,000 words, so it's big value for your money. It's one of the longer books that I've written. And I've written Gothic before, and when I was younger, I was really into Southern Gothic, so I read like a lot of B.C. Andrews, Anne Rice, and stuff like that. And so my book Freaks is a little bit of an homage to Southern Gothics too, while also being an homage to a bunch of like 1980s stuff. But this one, so because of that, I was like, I want to write a Midwestern American Gothic story, and so that's really what this is. It's very, yeah, Midwestern Gothic horror romance. So it is, I think it's a good book. I like it a lot, I do. I like Emiliath and the other characters. There's a lot of complexity there, I think. So yes, I hope that you check it out. I hope that you enjoy it. If you do check it out, please, 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 please leave a review. I mean, because this has been such a different kind of release, and I really am going to be relying on the word of mouth more than normal. Yeah, if you enjoy it, please tell people. Please tell me. I'm very nervous about this one, and it's weirdly personal, and also it's not about me at all. So yeah, and I hope that you like it. And as always, thank you for tuning in and for checking out my books and for being so supportive of my career. I couldn't do any of this without readers like you. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the book. Happy reading.